back.
Are you sure?
I think.
Okay, so do you guys recognize this guy? This is Ali Mayer, not of John Mayer's family or fame. He runs Platinum Rapid, which is a company that provides capital for small businesses, because after 2008, banks weren't giving money
It was literally
to small businesses.
literally impossible. You know, after the crisis happened, it was literally impossible to get actually a business loan from the banks. They were hurt bad, and it took them literally 6 months to 8 months to approve something, and then at that time, it probably was a denial anyway.
Right. So you come along and you're like, you know what? There's a need for something.
Correct.
I'm surprised that there weren't a million companies doing this at the time, because after 2008 there was this big void.
Correct.
You come along, not even a college grad. I mean, dresses impeccably. Not even a college grad.
No.
But you have this amazing work ethic. You know what was needed.
Correct.
And you made it happen.
I just thought that, you know, after 2008, everybody went through a tough time, and I thought that there was an opportunity to help businesses out. And I realized that when I looked up the industry, it was really a small industry. I think there was 7 articles about the whole industry, and we finally said, hey, you know what? Let me just go out there and try to figure out a way to make business capital available even quicker. And I said, you know what? Let's try this. So we started off with a small idea. Yeah, I didn't graduate college, but the one thing that I had was I had my reputation, I had work ethic, and with those 2 things back to back, started with a small idea of a $50,000 idea back about 3.5 years ago, and we tried, and we went out there, it worked, and next thing you know, 3 years later, we have over 125 salesmen, and we have over 50 back office underwriters, processors, and basically what we did was just take a opportunity where people needed something and go out there and help the community and help the United States.
Well, how do you think you pulled this all together? How do you think you became as successful as you have? Because I'm sure a lot of people had similar startups a couple of years ago, but yours seemed to have taken off, and you have sort of extended that generosity to, we're going to talk about it, to a bunch of kids that have come in and are now working with you.
Yeah, I think the main thing that we did was, you know, we had a tight niche of people, and then from there we went on, and what we did was we built loyalty. And sometimes when you know, when companies get so big, they forget the loyalty. They become a corporation and not a, you know, like a family-oriented organization, and that's one thing we never changed.
Like, you probably know everyone's name.
Everyone by the
when you walk in, from the person, the first person you see when you walk through the door to the audience, you know everyone's name, right?
I know them, and
I love that.
And the fact is that, you know, the loyalty went far away, and we made sure that everyone was, you know, happy and did the best we could do, and not big promises. And that's the one thing that we did. And the next, you know, it gets bigger and bigger. As I was telling you before, you know, it's a lot harder to go from 1 employee to 10 employees, but from 125, we go 200, 300 very easily right now. So the loyalty goes far away, and now we have young kids that work for us that are super successful. I would say probably they're in the top 1% of the United States, because of the fact that they have a system, they have work ethic, and they have the right tools to go out there and make money.
Who are these kids? High school kids? College kids?
I mean, they're just guys, they're regular guys that I believe that, you know, I don't look for a college degree. That's not one thing I don't look for. I look for a person that, do you have a pulse? Yeah. Okay. Do you have a heart? Yeah. Do you want to put
because
the heart?
That was you.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Correct.
I love that.
The fact that they have the heart and they have the desire to work, you know, unfortunately, I think that, you know, the blueprint's there already. If I tell you to do this every single day and make it happen and keep on doing it, you will be successful. You know, I realize that a lot of people need guidance in life, especially young kids. Their parents are not in their lives, or they don't have anyone that are guiding them in the right direction to, hey, do this, go, you know, go the extra mile, and they forget that. So they come on board and they feel like, you know, they feel loved, they feel that there might be some success around the corner, the loyalty's there, and they'll work hard and they'll help us out, you know.
Why are small businesses important? Why do you even care?
I mean, small business is the backbone of America. I mean, everything is small. It's based on small business. You know, if the economy does well, small business do well, and everyone is doing well right now. I mean, a lot of businesses, they needed to expand their company. They need to buy inventory. They needed to, you know, renovate. You know, and if a company, you have a restaurant that's doing really well, and their stove breaks, you know, and they need $10,000-$15,000, and they can't wait.
No, they need it now.
They need it yesterday. You know, and they can't wait roughly, you know, 3 months and then get denied. They're going to lose their business.
Right.
You know, and we thought, you know what, let's find a better way, a faster way. And the one thing it's speed. You know, our speed is impeccable, and we realized after doing this for a couple of years right now, we can make this streamlined and get the merchant funded within 24 to 48 hours. And that's impossible. There's nowhere in the world you can get someone funded within 24 to 48 hours. So it's working pretty well.
Was this what you were like as a kid? Were you like taking different play groups and moving this guy over here, and that guy toys broke, so you took a toy from this one and got that one real quick, and then this one you took from there and brought him over? Were you just making stuff happen as a kid? I feel like that's what you... Were you wearing this outfit as a kid? I feel like you were wearing this outfit as a kid.
No, this outfit I put on for you today. I thought maybe,
Hey, I wore this black shirt for this guy.
See?
Right?
Yeah, so... But as a kid, like I told you, I never graduated college.
Yeah.
And I came back from a Middle Eastern family where, same story. Came here, 35, 40 years ago, no money, and our parents, struggled. But the one thing that my parents taught me is about work ethic and working, and just don't ever stop, don't ever quit. And I think that's being forgotten these days, and I think that these days a lot of kids think that, hey, if I come in here and if I don't make money in 3 months, I'm going to the next job and the next job, and then what happens is they become a pattern of going to one job to another, and then they become,
money.
And that's it. And they don't even realize that it takes 4, 5, 6, 7 months to a year to start being successful, start doing well. And unfortunately, people want instant gratification. I gotta make money right now, and within 3 months they're there, and next thing you know, they're not making money, they get negged out, and they quit, and they go home, and they're like, oh, let me try something else. And then 3 months, and next thing you know, they spend years just hopping, careers, but yet they got to put their mind down to one thing, and there is no plan B. Make the plan A work, and unfortunately, people forget that. So.
Well, I really like you. I like the fact that you are the same person now as you, and I've known you for 12 minutes now, as you probably were when you first got into this. You are hiring people for the right reasons, not because of what it says on a piece of paper.
No.
I love the work ethic and the value of your company. I think it's really cool. And I know nothing about this, and now I do, and now I believe in you. I think it's awesome.
I appreciate it, but I think that if you have the work ethic, you have the grind, I think everything else will come. You do get to figure it out, and that's the whole key. I think that there's an opportunity to help business owners all across the country, and to get capital to help their growth. But we have, our product is capital.
Yeah.
Our product is money, and I think that's one of the best products in the world.
I love that
I'm
product.
not trying to.
I would like some of this money that you're talking about.
Like for example,
I shall have your money.
Yeah, there you go. But we're not trying to sell something that people don't need. It's a product that people need. That people need a lot. People need more. And if you use the product right, you can help the business grow. I had a person that needed inventory before New Year's, a liquor store, and that liquor store says, hey, if I have money right now before New Year's and Christmas, I can buy this much amount of inventory and help them grow my business for the next 3, 4, 5 months. So. Where are they getting that money from? They're not. So and sometimes it's a way where we can get it to them quickly, and hopefully, if the right business guy comes along and they know they can make money off the money, you know what? We want those guys to keep on growing and help growing their business and help the economy as well too.
It's called Platinum Rapid.
Correct. Platinum Rapid Funding Group. Platinum Rapid Funding Group.
You guys are based out in Long Island.
Correct.
And you're always looking for bright, young, hungry people.
That's it. Words on a piece of paper on a resume is not going to tell you what you're going to do in the future.
Yep.
I look at you and say, hey, you got a pulse? All right, good. You have a heart? You want to work? All right, good. Come in here and work and let's do it. You know what I mean? Forget about that, college degree or a piece of paper, what you did in the past. I want to know what you can do in the future.
Yeah, kids, don't go to college. Stay home. Don't go to school. Don't do drugs.
Definitely not. We have zero tolerance for that.
Yeah.
We have an opportunity for everyone to go in there and say, hey, this is your opportunity. Mess up one time and you're done. So, and there's young guys that have, the last 3 years, there's a couple of guys that, bought homes and a great lifestyle and do what they want to do and help their family get out of crisis. And we're helping the merchant, with their business. We're helping the young kid, helping them with their life and getting their life together as well too. So
awesome, Ollie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it.
I didn't know much about this, and now I am still unsure much about this, but I do like you, and I do like your company.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're going to be back right after this.